My mom had me when she was a teenager. She had me 2 days before she turned 14.
What?
Yes. You have to figure out how to balance your relationships and set boundaries, bring people on board to understand your perspective, because everyone's perspective or their perception is their reality.
You have a very clear idea of who you want to be. How did you get to that?
In life, we all do things to pay bills.
Yes.
And we do things to fulfill our destinies.
Correct.
And it is critical that you don't get caught up in the bill paying mode and miss your purpose in life.
It is not the quantity of life that
No.
we live, but the quality of life
Yeah.
and the moment that we're packed into that life
Exactly.
that really counts.
Christianity is not a religion, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's a lifestyle.
Interesting.
And we're called not just in church, but we're called to minister after the four walls of the church. We're called into the marketplace. So you can't separate your spirituality from your work or from your marketplace. It's a lifestyle. You can change who you are when you get home versus when you go to work.
Your conversion, your experience, your relationship with Christ gives you a different way of thinking and also a different outlook to life.
Absolutely. What I carried in my heart was a determination to stop a generational, I don't want to call it a curse, but I'm going to say a pattern.
Okay.
I'm going to say a pattern because my grandma was divorced and then had my mom with someone else. So multiple men. Then my mom didn't get married at all. So I was determined to change that story.
You were determined to change that story.
Yes. If you get burnt out, don't get stuck. People get stuck and never recover. You have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to re-engineer yourself. When you figure out what it is that you love, you can do it for the next 8 hours and it won't feel like work.
Very true.
As they say, do what you love and love what you do, and you'll never work a day of your life. So people get burnt out because sometimes it's an internal struggle. You're not doing what you're naturally forward to do.
But at times, what people love does not bring money immediately.
I agree. I say you navigate that as a process. You navigate that by doing what you need to do to create the stability that you need.
Okay.
And then you follow your passion. Maslow's theory. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so people should recognize that ultimately, this is what I want to do. How you impact one person is going to determine how they impact maybe multiple people that you would never ever be able to touch. So success is a journey. You're going to encounter difficulties, but what you do with those difficulties, you can either see them as stumbling blocks or stepping stones and keep moving.
So what are some 3 practical things or beliefs or mindset that people need to change or do to change their positions and turn their life around?
Most middle class mentality is live within your means. That's a recipe for disaster. Live below your means. Figure out how to have multiple sources of income. Educate yourself. Take responsibility for your life or take instructions forever.
Wow. Take responsibility for your life or take instruction forever.